Okie dokie, welcome to
The Legend Collector's Collection.
If you guys and ladies out there want something, you gotta chase it. Put in the work. Eventually, it will pay off. Nobody knows what you are capable of, so aim and shoot for the stars, but put dedication into it. You know life ain't fair, but it was never meant to be fair. Different starting points, different paths.
SCPD, drop your weapon.
First and foremost, my biggest regret in life is I gave up long before I really tried. Don't miss out on things like going to festivals or talking to people you like just because you're scared or worried about what others might think about it. Over the past decades, I saw dreams die at the roots because of past losses. But your potential is not tied to your background or hometown, your name or whatever. It's just you. You decide how to take losses. Do I learn from it or just hate myself for the fact that I lost? I am a nobody, a loser, but I did so much wrong that I know what won't work. Such as belittling yourself or allowing others to belittle you. I need to get some things off my chest and share my mistakes, so you don't waste time doing the same stupid stuff I did. First, if you have family or friends you get along with, spend time with them because you want to, not because you feel you have to. If some family or friends bring you down or ruin your vibe, cut them out and spend more time with the ones who support you. Nobody has the right to make you feel bad just because they're family or close friends. If certain people make you feel bad, don't hang around them. Don't waste time daydreaming or thinking you have all the time in the world to be successful. Step out of your comfort zone and try new things, not liquor or drugs, but different activities. If you're scared of meeting new people, go out with friends to places you like, not dark alleys or sketchy spots. Ask new people what they enjoy and learn from them. Doing things with people who share your interests can teach you a lot and maybe even help you find new hobbies. Take your time to think about things. Take your time to think about things. Everything doesn't need to be rushed. Listen to others. Sometimes just hearing someone speak their mind can change your perspective, and that's a good thing. A long time ago, around 2009, I learned that we're not really alone, even when we feel like we are, through a stranger's kindness. I learned this years back, maybe 2009. Yeah, that sounds right. It was like really cold in Rothenburg, a small city in Germany. I was stationed there. I remember this like it was yesterday, but it's just my mind is playing tricks on me, regardless. Heavy snow everywhere was ice and snow. It was a real bad winter. I arrived with the last train at about 9 o'clock p.m. After that, no train or bus was moving an inch because it was, to be honest, unbelievable. I saw a bunch of snow in Germany, but this was different. So I was stranded at the train station and I had to get to my unit as soon as possible because I was already too late. But in those weather conditions, nothing I could do about it. So I started walking up this embankment. But all this ice and snow made it almost impossible. As soon as I turned the next corner to the left, I knew this was ridiculous. I walked for maybe 10 minutes. There were no people on the street, no cabs, no buses, so I had to walk. It started snowing so much that I couldn't see where I was going. So I stopped at a bus stop with a tiny roof and just waited for the weather to relax. I had to walk at least another hour and a half or so in these weather conditions when I heard somebody yelling, Get over here, come inside. To be honest, I didn't hesitate. I got my stuff and started walking towards the voice. I met an older guy, maybe in his 60s. He invited me in and we started talking, and as soon as the weather relaxed, he drove me to my destination. I told him, no sir, you did enough by letting me in your house, but for sure you know some old-timers like him. He told me, I drive you, there is no way around it. We had a good conversation, and to this day I'm grateful for his help and the advice he gave me. He told me, don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be too proud to admit your mistakes. And most important, don't think the world owes you anything, but you owe yourself to be the best version of yourself. I never saw this man again, and to be honest, I don't even know his name, but until they put me in the grave, I won't forget his help and advice. Why did the small gesture from this older gentleman stick with me? Because I'm used to be treated like a danger, like a liability, like an outsider, not part of this society. But he showed me you're not alone. You're not alone in this world, even if it seems like it most of the time. I remember times where I felt like an alien. I couldn't fit in. I was lucky I found a bunch of close friends, were like brothers, but outside of that I always was a loner, a goof, a drifter. I always was on the move, but looking back it had nothing to do with being restless. It was more like if I rest, I started thinking over and over again and again. Till this day I'm like that. I can't change my thinking patterns. Till this day I'm like that. I can't change my thinking patterns. I always think about what could I done different, or why did I hurt this and that person. I'm just a lost cause. But you people out there, you have the opportunity to become everything you want. And if people tell you different, how should they know what you are capable of if even you don't know what you can and can't do? It doesn't matter if these people know you or don't. Nobody knows what the future holds, so let me tell you. If you start taking small steps at a time, you will start changing. And most important, you start growing. Not physically or more, this depends on how many steps you take, but you will start growing, building up your confidence for the next steps. I know it's hard to change, but if anyone could do it, you guys can, because somebody gotta do it. I was lucky early in life to find good, true friends with whom I still have occasional contact today. Because everyone has their own life and my circle of friends is special. I like to say that I am surrounded by legends, because that's how it feels. One friend is a workaholic and out of the blue starts a restaurant in his early 30s with a lounge-like atmosphere that is going through the roof with the best dishes in the world. Another friend makes his living with MMA and travels the world, already has a wonderful daughter and now a wonderful son as well, and fittingly a great woman who completes him. Nice job, buddy. And he is also in his early 30s. Another friend, at the age of 19, switched his party life from one day to the next to work life, completed his training as a metal worker, which lasts 3.5 years in Germany, got his driver license during the same time, and then traveled to Thailand, and then there is me. And I won't sugarcoat anything here. I'm the exact opposite. I've actually abandoned or given up on everything I've started. I haven't really achieved anything, if I'm being completely honest. I'm the oldest in our group, but that doesn't stop me from dreaming or fighting. I don't need pity, I just need the courage to start. But as I said, when you are surrounded by legends, everything seems possible. And even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For today's youth, I recommend focusing on developing resilience and adaptability, as these skills are vital in an ever-changing world. Pursue your passions and stay curious, as continuous learning opens doors to new opportunities. Practice empathy and effective communication to build meaningful relationships. Prioritize mental and physical health through balanced routines, and stay informed about global issues to become responsible, engaged citizens. Lastly, don't be afraid to take risks and learn from failures. They're essential steps toward growth and success. I know it's easy to give up when you compare yourself to others, but remember, everyone starts somewhere, even the best at what they do. To motivate you, I have a small challenge. I want to release a few songs in the next year because I've been making music since 2002. Let's think positively about ourselves in 2025. I'm a bit old, but we can all grow. Drop a comment below about something you thought you couldn't do but actually did. Peace to everyone out there.
Oh, what's that? Okie dokie.
This was the
The Legend Collectors Collection.